Yes, we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is Yogi Speaks live session number 9. So, those of you watching us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, you can join our WhatsApp group, and the link to it is in the description. And that's where you can post all your questions and we'll address them here. So, today is Guru Purnima. So, based on that, we have our first question. Namaste, Guruji. Today is Guru Purnima. First up, all Guru Purnima Vandanam. Please give a message regarding Guru Purnima to all your followers.
Namaste. Welcome to everybody, and the Guru Purnima blessings to everybody. Be happy. Actually, Purnami is there. From the beginning, it is there, it will be continuing. Purnami means full moon day. Our mind is really working. Closely associated with the moon. Not only the mind, all matter. In yoga and Ayurveda, it's called Sharira. Sharira means Shiryade Anena Idi Sharira. Whatever is mutating, Shiryade means mutating, is matter. So Sharira means matter. So matter is functioning closely associated with the power of moon. So that is why when the moon gets its real visibility looking from earth, that is what is called Paurnami or Purnada. Purnada means complete, completedness, or it's a fullness, whatever it is. So that time we feel some kind of material completion. There we are desperately in need to go beyond the matter. That is what's called Guru. Guru means the person who is taking or guiding you or himself to the dimension of light. What is the difference between light and matter? In the beginning, there was only avyakta. Avyakta means unmodified state of energy. Tamogartam, or the eternal darkness. From the darkness, there was a big bang. Nobody knows how that big bang took place. Yes, we can come to know how it is when we reach to that dimension through systematic meditation. So after the big bang, there was an electromagnetic radiation. From the electromagnetic radiation, light evolved. From light, sound evolved. From sound, matter evolved. This is what is clearly stated both in ancient and modern science. So here, when we come to know the fullness of matter, then we are allowed to enter into the dimension of energy, light. That is what is called Guru. Guru is guide towards the guidance, towards the light. So from the matter, you go through the light with the support of the medium of sound. So mantra will support you to travel, to move from matter to light. So who is giving you the mantra? Guru, an experienced person who already crossed the dimension of the matter and reached to the dimension of light can support you. That's why people who are sincerely looking inside for liberation, moksha, from the entanglement of matter to the infinity, formless infinity. Matter is always having a form, but energy, infinity, doesn't have a form. So we would like to go from the limited form or the finite form to infinite energy. For that, we need a guidance. That's why we are celebrating Guru Purnima and being grateful to the masters who already crossed this obstacle We call them gurus and we are seeking their blessings. But their blessings will help us when we focus our mind within and activate our inner guru. So the external guru, Bahya Guru, is really guiding you to activate your Antarika Guru, inner guidance. So put your effort right from this auspicious day to focus within, to activate your inner Guru, which is called Kundalini, the sleeping energy. Wake it up, then enjoy the choice or the chances of, or the potential of liberation, moksha.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question. Dear Guruji, forgiveness is important in spiritual life. I'm truly willing to forgive people who I think have wronged me, and I put efforts in that direction. Still, sometimes those bitter memories haunt me. Does that mean I haven't forgiven them?
The word forgiveness is a wrong word in spiritual tradition. Who we are to forgive others? We are living, with the mercy of nature. Nature is always giving you oxygen without a break. If oxygen is blocked for you or anybody, immediately we will stop thinking, brain will stop functioning, and heart also will be stopped within 3 minutes. So who we are to forgive others? It's a wrong word in spiritual tradition. So no need to forgive anybody. No need to be angry with anybody. Don't have any ill feeling on anybody. So if you don't have any ill feeling on anybody, then why do you forgive? So nobody can move even our little finger without the permission of the cosmic governance. There is a cosmic source, energy, which controls each and every molecule in nature. That is what is called Parashakti, the Supreme Mother. So she is taking care of everything. Whether you like or not, whether I like or not, nothing is going to change. A person is born to give me some pain or a loss, he will do because he is appointed, instructed by the cosmic mother. He cannot stop doing from that. So what he has to do? He has to give me pain and loss. If I become angry on him, I am really being angry on the Supreme Mother, because the cause, the energy behind his action is that Supreme Mother. So I cannot be angry on him. If I am not angry on him, why should I forgive him? Whatever comes in front of you, whether it is labeled as pleasure or pain or gain and loss, whatever it is, you just see the presence of cosmic consciousness in that. That consciousness, cosmic intelligence, is the supreme power. Surrender to that. Remember that. Always you keep reminding that I am just being with Mother Nature, and whatever comes, you label it. Oh, I got this thing. This is a wonderful gain. It is a gift of nature or action of nature. Tomorrow you lost double of that. Then that was the act of nature. So you are just going through it as a tool in the hands of nature. That is what the primary quality everybody should attain for spiritual development, which is called Tyaga. Tyaga will definitely guide you to yoga.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question, Namaste, Guruji. I heard the meaning of the word Shivam, Shi plus Vam. Same way, could you please explain the word Shavam? Thank you.
There is a mantra called Panchakshari. Na ma Shivaya. Om Nama Shivaya. This is the way people recite. But technically speaking, the best way to recite is Namah Shivaya. What with the rhythm which we feel comfortable, we can use. Meaning is Na means earth, Ma water, Shi fire, Va air, Ya ether or space. So our body or the universal creation fundamentally from these 5 elements, Panchabhuta. Basic elements are used to form this universe. Not only the universe, but also everything in this universe. So your body is the manifested form of, or the accumulated form of 5 types of molecules. They are Panchabhutas. That's why you eat food, you drink water, you get heat from nature, and you breathe air, and you sleep to get more sound from nature. This is the way your body machine is functioning. So from this Panchakshari, if you see Na, Ma, earth and water you avoid, or food and water, then what is remaining? Shi, Va, Ya. They are the Sukshma Bhuta. The first 2 are Sthula Bhuta. You can see food element, solid body. You can see water content, blood, but you cannot see fire. The heat of the body you cannot see, but you can sense. Air you cannot see, but you can feel. Then sound, it is beyond our mind. So these are called Sukshma, subtle elements. So subtle elements are functioning inside in a subtle way to make the body machine active. The active body machine is called Shivam, because Shi represents fire, Va represents Vayu, air. If you see a dead body, these 2 elements will not be there. The body will be very cool, and there will not be air, the presence of air. Both elements have gone. Once that Shi and Vam has gone, it is called Shavam, means dead body, no life. Then how this Shivam become known as Shavam? There is a link between the syllables Sha, Va. Who is connecting? One E. E represents in yogi tradition or in nature, E is representing, or the sound E is representing female energy, Shakti. In Sanskrit, if you see a male name and add E with that, you will get a female name. For example, Devan, Devi. Devan is male, Devi is female. Nayakan, male, Nayika, female. So, Ikaram, or in the Tantra Shastra, if you take, Om is representing the male energy, Hreem represents the female energy. That is why when you recite Shakti Panchakshari, it is Om, Hreem, Nama, Shivaya. This is the way. Om is in the Brahmarandram, Hreem is in Mooladharam, Nama Shivaya in between for Panja Adharam, 5 chakras. So this is the difference between Shivam and Shavam. Once this air and fire are not connected each other, they will exist as 2 individuals, not connected, fire and air. Once it is connected, this Vayu and Tabam, once it is connected, Sha, Va represent, and it is connected through the Ikar, it will become Shivam. That is what is called Vatam. When Vayu and Tabam merge each other, it will start showing the sign of life. If there is no connection with that Ikar, it will remain as 2 individuals, no action. So that union is giving you life, which is Shivam. That separation in the absence of Ikar is called Shavam, inactive. That is the difference between Shivam and Shavam.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question, Namaste, Guruji. While meditating, I was surprised by 2 distinct sensory experiences, hearing a crow and sensing an extraordinarily pleasant fragrance, parimalam. unlike anything I have smelled before. Knowing that the crow is tied to my Jyotisham, it made me wonder, are these types of auditory and olfactory experiences fixed in deep meditation, or is there a chance one might experience other sounds and smells as well?
What you experience is not in deep meditation. If you are in deep meditation, or if you experience deep meditation, you will not ask this question. Please mark these words. If you really establish into meditation, no question will be there without an answer. You may not be able to give the answer to others, but you will not have a question without an answer. So that is what is called a parijnanam. Means you know everything. Whatever is inside and outside, you know, but you may not be able to explain or express. So these questions are the experiences of beginners, where you are trying to meditate and some kind of sparks are happening, or some sharpness is being attained. Your nose become more sensitive, then you will definitely, everybody will experience different parimalam, means different fragrance. Sometimes not only fragrances, some, also there can be very unpleasant smells also will come. These are all from our memories. You never think that you have only the memories of good fragrances. You have the memories of very bad smells also. So both will emerge. This is what is called Samudra Mathan. You might have heard about the story of Devas and Asuras, the demons and gods. They started churning the ocean of milk, Palari, as per the guidance of Brahma. Anyhow, it's a story. You can see that churning of Palari, the milk, the ocean of milk. Actually, that represents our mind. Mind is like the ocean of milk. But if you keep churning with your positive and negative thoughts, it keeps on, competing. Because of that, it's being churned. Then, Kala Kuda Visham means the most powerful poison also, which can destroy the whole universe. Coming out from that, our mind contains that kind of poisons also. Then they kept on churning. Then all positives and negatives came out from that. Yes, if you churn your mind through meditation, you will not only get nice things, but also you will get the negatives. Like Sri Devi, first Mudevi came, the goddess of poverty and problems, and after that, Sri Devi, the goddess of prosperity and clarity, came from that. So, if you go through that, the stories and all these things, slowly you will be driven back to your own existence, and you can come to know everything is Ekam Satvipra Bahuda Vadandi. What I see, these countless varieties of the universe is being projected from my own self. So you will become one with everything. So never think that the positive things will come. Crow will come with my this one astrological sign. So all in your mind. Yes, mind is active and somehow it is being sharpened. That's why things are happening. Be a witness of all these things, not be judgmental. Be very careful. The moment you become judgmental and you are slowly moving away from the path of meditation, you are being dragged, put into different complications. Sakshi Rupena Darshanam. Whatever comes, you just be a witness. No need to analyze. Then gradually these things will vanish. Good fragrance will come, then bad smell will come. Let it be. Then crow will come, next day parrot will come. Let it be. Music will come, noises will come. Let it be. So like that, you just leave everything keep advancing in your meditation, then one day you will come to know, I know everything. That is what is called Sarva Jnada, means you will get the ultimate knowledge. That is the target and the aim of meditation.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question, Namaste, Guruji. When practitioners experience astral projection during deep meditation, are they observing real-world events or is it a vivid mental creation? How reliable are these darshanams or travel experiences? In my own practice, especially while meditating with spiritual videos, I experience distinct shifts in my state of consciousness, bodham. For instance, I recently heard a spiritual voice say that Abhishekam is true prayer to Lord Shiva, which brought an intuitive realization. Taking a bath early in the morning can be an act of Abhishekam on oneself, carrying the same spiritual value as prayer to Lord Shiva by visiting temple. Are these types of awareness shifts and inner voices normal during meditation? And how can I tell whether to trust and follow these personal insights?
See, this is the problem of the mind. Mind will bring all positives and negatives. Without opposites, there is no function of mind. If you want to experience the reality, please go beyond the mind. Then, without questions, there is no answer. And if you don't want an answer, what is the significance of question? Then you said taking a bath early in the morning. If you have, your temperature is a bit high, if you have fever and you take a bath in the morning, you will be in big trouble. See, these are all the things made of your mind. Meditation is obliterating the mind, the thoughts, the boundaries of your intellect. And if you want to go to a Shiva temple, why do you meditate? If you meditate, you must be consuming an idea or reciting a mantra called Shivoham. The Mula mantra for meditation for Kundalini Yoga is Shivoham, not the Pranaprashta mantra. It is Vachi mantra given to all practitioners. You know the meaning of Shivoham? Shiva Aham. I am the Lord Shiva. Then what is the difference between the Shiva, the God Shiva sitting in the temple or in Kailas, and yourself? Think. Contradiction is there because it is in the mind. If you meditate, you will come to know Shivoham. I am the Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is infinity. Then you may ask, then what is the meaning of Shivalinga? Shivalinga is a representation of energy formation. That's all. If you see atomic reactors around the world, you see all reactors are huge Shivalinga form. Wherever a center of gravity is activated, that molecular form will take a Shivalinga form. See the head, it's a Shivalinga. See the thumb, it's a Shivalinga. Wherever center of gravity is applied, you can see this form. But our target is, through meditation, we would like to go beyond the forms. Forms are finite. We need infinity. So if you are serious enough in meditation, give up all these questions, focus on the inner breath through through the guidance of an experienced person, and stop thinking like this and waiting for miracles from outside and temples and astrologers, all these things. Just give up. Focus on yourself. Be honest with yourself. Rely on yourself. Then your inner guru, the Kundalini, will be awakened. Then you will get, either you will get answers from within, or your questions projected from your mind will vanish. That is what is called liberation, contentment. No more questions to be asked outside. If you are really meditating, all your problems questions, everything will be rectified from within. That is how we should advance.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question. Dear Guruji, how do we control the Kundalini once it has risen?
If it is rising or if it is awakening spontaneously, that cannot be called as yogic experience. That is a disease. It is called rogam in Sanskrit. Means disease, uncontrolled awakening of Kundalini. But if it is awakened through a systematic practice, this question will not be answered, because the practitioner definitely will come to know how to control it. Otherwise, if the sadhaka, practitioner, is not under control, his guide, his guru, his master will interfere and analyze the power of awakening and take the necessary precautions to bring him back to normal vibration. So I don't know which section you are talking about. If it is spontaneously risen up, then we have to analyze that person's condition either through medicine or other methods. If it is awakened by systematic practice under the guidance of a person, guru, then discuss with that person. Then you can come to know in which dimension you are or which degree the energy is awakened, what to do to control over, or what should be done as a medicine or a care or a guru's interference. This should be decided by the practitioner and his master.
Thank you, Guruji. So the next question. Namaste, Guruji. How do I know whether I'm seeking God because I truly love Him or because I want freedom from suffering?
If you truly love God, I should appreciate you that you love yourself. Because for you, the God is your own self. Not only for you, for everybody. What is God? There is no God sitting beyond the clouds and just staring at you and holding a cane and dictating you are a nice boy or you're a naughty boy. Come on. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the energy. I am the Brahman. When one person experiences, other person will ask, oh, if you are the God, then who am I? Then the experienced master will say, Tattvamasi, you too are that. Yes, scientists, modern scientists are declaring this point. Yes, everything is made of matter. This universe is made of matter, and that material world is not existing the way you perceive. Matter is a myth. Thousands of years ago in India, masters declared that Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Whatever is manifested as or manifesting as matter is only Mithya. Mithya, English word myth, derived from the Sanskrit word myth. Brahman, infinite energy, is Satyam, is the truth, the reality. Jagat, the matter, material world, is Mithya. So if you love yourself, yes, you know very well that beyond my body, beyond my mind, there is my own self. So if you love God, means you love the infinity. That infinity is existing in you, residing in you as your consciousness, the feeling of I. So if you love God, essentially, fundamentally, you are loving yourself. It's a good sign. So since you love God, try to find out God, because God must be omnipresent and omnipotent. He is everywhere. And the closest point where God resides is in your body. So search for Him. Then in the search of God, finally you will reach to yourself. you will find yourself. Then you will feel that, yes, there is no difference between God and myself. Everything is same. Aham Brahmasmi. That should be attained.
Thank you, Guruji. So that's it from us for today. So all of you can continue posting your questions in our WhatsApp group, and we'll address that in our next session on Sunday at 4:15 p.m. IST. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.